Belle couldn't sleep well after Ursula was removed from the castle. The entire cast was pulled into a room by the producers and told what transpired. That they were almost the victims of Vanessa's vendetta, and if it wasn't for Belle finding the journal that revealed who Vanessa truly was, the outcome could have been even more morbid. Dee Dee was furious and demanded that they put her in jail. King Hook stepped in and spoke to the ladies in a very calm yet authoritative manner.
Vanessa is a danger to all those in the kingdom. I feel that even from the confines of prison she is capable of much harm. Therefore she was removed from this kingdom entirely and placed behind bars in Alcatraz. But please know that her powers have been stripped by the witch's coven she pertains to, so that you are ensured ultimate safety in that regards. I do ask, however, that you remember two things when you think about these trials you have survived. Firstly, no one was seriously injured.
No thanks to that.
And that you remember her children. She is a mother, and while her actions are not to be praised or justified, I need you to please remember she does have twins she will ultimately leave behind until her trial, and if she is found guilty, her children will be orphaned. This in itself is a reason for us to wish her the best for her children's sake. If we are consumed by her actions, we will drown ourselves in bitterness that will only cause us torment. Believe me, I know firsthand of what I speak is true. However, please know how truly happy I am you are all safe. Take the rest of the week off. You are free to leave the castle and enjoy the kingdom. But please do not talk to any reporters about Vanessa and these outcomes.
The girls were all moved by the subject of Vanessa's children. They were truly consumed with Vanessa's horrid behavior, and along the way they too forgot she was a mom. Dee Dee was the first to state she was going to the city and window shopping if anyone cared to join. She was truly hoping Tink would jump at the offer. All of the girls accepted, except Belle. Belle urged the girls to go on without her. She told them she wanted to take a nap. She was feeling under the weather. However, her true intention was to talk to Hook alone.
Who goes there?
Hook, it's Belle. I hate to intrude, but I need to talk to you.
Hook opened the door hurriedly.
Of course, Tink, do come in. What, pray tell, is troubling you?
How did you know it was troubled?
You are usually all smiles and rainbows, my dear. Today, you are not. Tell me.
Hook was interrupted when Belle handed him a broken watch. The very watch Peter gave her so she could spy on Hook for him.
Before I tell you what that watch means, please allow me to tell you who I am, or what I am.
Hook said nothing, but a soft movement of his hand welcomed her to sit down.
King?
Call me Hook.
Hook, I'm a bioengineered human, meaning when I gained consciousness, I was already a fully grown person. I, and people of my kind, are created with high intelligence and almost superhuman capabilities that support the function of the world. We are a secret government project called Fairies. It stands for something that's completely irrelevant to the story. However, each one of us was created for a specific category that is in charge of various worldly subsets. There are those of us that were created to be superhuman biologists, superhuman geologists, superhuman psychologists, and then there's my group, superhuman engineers. We are created for the sole purpose of creating balance and innovation for the world. We were created in a place called Pixie Hollow, near Sylvan Glades, on an island where we weren't allowed to ever leave. We are bioengineered with the help of a substance called pixie dust, a normal dosage given to any normal human, and it can help them study for a test and pass, or gain the courage to face their fear. However, abusing the dust causes serious addiction and erratic behaviors. It becomes a drug. On my 18th birthday, I met a charming man that promised me I could see the rest of the world with him. It was my heart's desire, you see, except I went from one prison where I had friends and a wholly good purpose to another where I guess I didn't. I thought I was in love with him, Hook. I thought he was so genuine and sincere, but now that I'm removed from that environment, I'm certain he's not who he claimed to be.
What changed your perspective of him?
Well, in a word, you.
Am I understanding correctly in that you are affiliated with Peter Pan?
Hook was shaken, but he had to ask. He wasn't born yesterday. Her description of her hometown was what alerted him of her situation. The government-run project is corrupt. He knew this for some time now. He was doing investigations of his own to uncover this division and its malevolent deal with Pan.
Yes, I was. I want you to know because there's been too many lies and betrayals in this castle. I didn't want to be lumped into that category, not with you, not with anyone. Though please know that I'm not going back to him. And I will never share anything I know with him about you. Not that I know much, but I'll understand if you send me back to Pixie Hollow. My intent was never to hurt anyone in all of this. He told me you were the bad guy.
I'm sure he did.
Besides, I need you to know I'm not human like the other girls. I'm an abomination. I'm supposed to be a genius, but I was so stupid to believe such a farce, and you would probably be grossed out by someone like me anyway.
Belle, please know that I could care less if you were half platypus, but there are more serious matters at hand that we need to address, starting with where Pan's hideout is. I need to know.
Hook, I can't.
Can't or won't.
The Lost Boys,
They're being abused and neglected by Pan, and I must get them out of there.
No. Everything he does for those kids, Hook. It may not be from a positive source of revenue, but...
Do you know who Smee is, Belle? She is a former Lost Boy herself. When I found her on the streets, she was dehydrated and covered in bruises and welts from Pan and his merrymen of brutes abusing her for the silliest things. She was made to be their mule, and countless other children like her. She was almost sold for men's pleasure.
Hook had to control himself, else he would lose it.
Belle, if you believe in my sincerity and genuine concern for this kingdom, you must tell me where he is.
Belle breathed in deeply and took the watch back from Hook's firm grasp.
You will not tell me then?
I won't. But this watch will. I'm reverse engineering it to be your GPS to the hideout. But Hook, promise me one thing.
Depends on what you ask of me.
Please come back to me. Us. Alive.
I will do my very best.
Hook grabbed Tink's hand and placed it on his heart. He kissed her head as he walked away with the watch in hand.